Just when you thought the flowering season for hydrangeas was over at the end of August, and in this very dry period most of the hydrangeas have finished flowering prematurely, but suddenly we've got a very tall, large growing form of Hydrangea aspera, which is only starting to flower now in September and whose florets will hold in place through October and November. Hydrangea aspera, subspecies robusta. And this plant was collected by Krug Farm nurseries in Darjeeling and also in northern Vietnam, and this plant is an original introduction from Krug Farm, and Bledin, who's a great friend of ours and gave me this plant years and years ago. And if we look closely at the flower, you see that the fertile flowers are a sort of purplish, bluish purple, and the florets around, the sterile florets around the fertile flower heads are white. And you can see how attractive this is to bees and other insects, and actually, you know, a very attractive large flower head. And not all the flowers come out at the same time. This is only just emerging. If you look up, we're looking up 12, 15 feet to this large plant. You can see last year's flower heads, and you can also see the opening flower heads high up at the top of the tree. But possibly the most attractive feature of this hydrangea is actually its bark. And if we come round here and look closely at the bark, you see that at this time of the year it peels off beautifully, revealing a sort of spotted undercoat or undercoat of bark, whereas the older bark, which is also spotted, peels away. And the peeling occurs right up the whole stem and gives us another attractive and interesting feature of this extraordinary plant. Hydrangea aspera comes in many forms. Hydrangea aspera villosa with its purple flowers is probably the best known, and that flowers in July and August. But Hydrangea aspera subspecies robusta is very much the last species of hydrangea to flower, and certainly something to include in your garden. Caerhays is getting these propagated now, not very many because they're difficult to root, but before long everyone will be able to enjoy growing this exceptional plant and having more flowers in their garden in September.